Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Mike from Sick Psyche. Recently, one of our good friends, Troy from Cichlid Brothers, did a video about the 1-year growth and evolution of his 130-gallon peacock and hap tank, and was kind enough to shout us out at the end of the video. Troy, we appreciate the love, brother. And if you guys haven't seen that video, check the description below. So we thought it'd be a good idea to take you through the 1-year journey I've had in owning both this 125-gallon Mbuna tank and my 210-gallon peacock and hap tank. So, I hope you enjoy today's video. I wanted to share with you all my journey of a little more than a year of African cichlid keeping. It started here in my 55-gallon aquarium in the military room. After watching countless videos on YouTube about the appropriate tank size and quote-unquote right amount of African cichlids you can have in the aquarium, I decided that ordering 5 2 to 3 inch peacocks would be a good place to start. So I went to my local fish store, and of all the African cichlids that it had, walked away only knowing that I had picked the most colorful 5 that I could walk away with. I couldn't get over the color and activity in the aquarium. It wasn't too long after that I found myself online again at Imperial Tropicals, researching different species, appropriate tank mates, and ordering several new fish. And with new fish came the need for a new tank. So like a lot of the aquariums that I own, I went to Petco during a 50% off sale and bought my first 75-gallon aquarium. As soon as I got it home, I painted and filled the tank. At this point, I had full understanding of the nitrogen cycle and decided to use the seeded media that I had in the filter of my 55-gallon during setup and put the fish right in. It may have only been a month, and like a lot of us, I found myself wanting more. So President's Day weekend, I went to PetSmart and got a great deal on their 125-gallon setup. I thought it'd be the perfect aquarium for a lightly stocked predator hap tank, and it was lightly stocked. Almost all of the African cichlids, outside of the first few that I owned, I ordered online. And all the research that I had done at that point strongly suggested keeping all male aquariums in order to avoid potential aggression. For me, avoiding aggression is a huge part of fish keeping because it does so much for me mentally to watch serene tanks. But I still had this 55-gallon aquarium that now needed stocking, and with Mbunas being a smaller cichlid, it was perfect. So I went to my local fish store and bought them out of Lace Rock in order to put together my very first Mbuna aquarium. And it wasn't long before I started to shuffle aquariums in order to match tank size with fish growth. The aquarium that really piqued my interest was this massive 500-gallon aquarium at my local fish store, Nova Tropicals. Sorry, I don't have any video of the aquarium myself, but check out the Cichlid Bros DC playlist in the description below if you want to see the aquarium for yourself. I'm telling you, it is amazing. It was something that I wanted for myself, a completely peaceful, colorful, and massive aquarium. So we decided that a 210 would be a perfect fit in our basement fish room. When I first set it up, I took around 20 peacocks and common haps that were in my 75-gallon and put them into the aquarium by themselves. And although I had the piece in the tank that I wanted, I just didn't have the activity. So I looked behind me at my 125-gallon predator hap tank with about 8 or 9 fish in it, and made the decision to combine them into the 210. And other than the 3 OBs that are now in Will's aquarium, man, I've enjoyed both my 125 Mbuna and my 210-gallon peacock and hap aquariums with the exact piece that I'm always looking for. By putting the peacocks and haps into the 210, I'd now opened up the 75, allowing me to move the Mbunas from the 55 in the military room to the 75-gallon in the basement. In my eyes, this fish room was really starting to take shape with all different kinds of cichlids that I wanted to own and observe. But it wasn't quite there. I wanted a long-term home for the Mbunas, and looking at the 75, it just felt crammed. So I got on Facebook Marketplace and found a great deal on a 125-gallon tank and stand. Will and I did a video on the build of our 125-gallon Mbuna tanks that you can check in the upper right-hand corner. So now, I have just these 2 African cichlid aquariums, and I couldn't be happier. Here are both my 125-gallon Mbuna tank and my 210-gallon peacock and hap tank. What I love about both of them in their current state is the color and the peaceful activity. It really is like art. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you have any comments or suggestions about either of my 2 tanks, please leave them in the comment section below. And until next time, be safe.